No, I'll pound one down. Speaking of pounding one down, I don't know how I'm going to segue that.
DeToNator just pounded down EVOS.
Yeah, my
there
man.
we go.
He's got me with the segue.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, we're live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2 of Yoshimoto DeToNator versus EVOS Esports.
Excuse me.
Unfortunately, you guys just got to witness one of the most awful things that has ever happened on Twitch.
And they pounded your self-esteem.
Which pounded my self-esteem. I was reading the chat. Thanks for that, Xyclopzz.
What
That's
happened?
why you never follow
The dance.
Cyclops.
The dance.
Oh, yes.
I had to be a car on stream.
It's true.
Mm.
And not like the cool Transformer kind.
My mom was watching this.
Oh,
You're
man.
like the muscliest car I've
She
ever
must be
seen.
so
I am,
proud.
dude. I'm a muscle car. Oh, that's too
sorry.
good.
Yeah.
So, since I'm the play-by-play, I ask all the questions here. Going into Game 2 of EVOS versus Yoshimoto DeToNator, what are we going to see pulled out? Some cheese? Some crackers?
Have we seen
I would love cheese and
DeToNator get
crackers.
cheesed?
No.
Because the only cheese I remember was that Meepo
The
10th
Meepo.
pick by Clutch Gamers.
But
so
that was... Oops, sorry. That was clutch, though.
yeah.
I feel like EVOS has got a cheese, man. That seemed a bit like an outclass.
I think so.
It just seemed like all the lanes got demolished. Like,
Yeah, that is exactly what happens when you lose all lanes, basically.
If you are clearly an underdog, like you can't fight the other team in every way, the landing skills, you know, in team fight or in late games, I suggest you to pull out some secret strat, some ninja strat. Like all the ninja, we have like a shuriken, you know, like the what's it called, the star.
The ninja stars.
Yeah, ninja stars.
Shuriken,
and
yeah.
You know what we should probably do? You should ask,
Just-
can we call EVOS and we'll just tell them Cyclops said use the secret strat.
I think
something secret.
I think they would appreciate that.
There are two choices of EVOS by now. If you pick some normal meta heroes, of course, you know, I don't think it will work. First choice is secret strat, very weird. Or the second choice is a super late game heroes, like anti-mage or Spectre, and just play defense. Yeah.
Sure. Hope to God for some sort of throw. I think that's a legit strat.
I don't think we're going to see a throw from DeToNator. We haven't really thrown.
What is the latest game hero that DeToNator's played so far?
Latest.
Yeah.
I mean the one we just watched?
No, I mean like the hardest carry that they've picked.
Oh, let me go ahead and slam open
Yeah.
Dota buff here.
That'd be
Because
good.
Dota buff.
I
Yoshimoto.
I'm praising them for their
DeToNator.
late game decision making, and yet it seems to be without any necessarily late game heroes. They seem to just be really good at leveraging their mid game
The
hero
mid-game.
prominence into late game relevance, but it's not with hard carries.
Yeah, they did
Drow,
Drow, Morph, Ursa, Weaver, Bloodseeker TA.
It's not, so it's not
Bloodseeker, Lina.
necessarily
Not
like
so.
ultra
I would,
hard
yeah, I would say
carries.
Morphling is the hardest out
Well,
of all
even
those.
even with the Morph lineup, it was a Morph mid. So
Looking at their history though, before this, about a month ago, they played Terrorblade, but they lost that game.
even that hero is somewhat of a.
They lost to 496 Gaming?
Who's on that
I
team?
I
know
don't
who
know,
496
exactly.
gaming.
If they're not in King's Cup, then I don't need to care about them. They're not high quality enough to be in this cup.
I don't know any of them.
They've-
496 is from Vietnam.
Oh,
Is
okay.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
you know
this
them?
this was
Yeah, I know
before
them.
they picked up Sam H, right?
I cast.
Oh,
Yeah.
that may be right.
Maybe.
I cast them. They
Well,
were
let's
playing each other in the. I'm not wrong. The qualifiers of the.
Yeah, that ticket was
Kuala Lumpur?
KL.
Yeah,
qualifier,
they
so
had
yeah.
they had no Sam H. They had Excalibur. They had like a
Different
Excalibur
roster.
doesn't seem to work
way
out.
different roster.
So it's a bit. Where you're looking at the new roster now. That's the old roster.
I see.
stats.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the
is
top
really-
the top one's the new roster.
This is their main exposure right now, so even other teams are probably asking the same questions that we are. What are the heroes that they
Damn,
like
dude,
to
this
do?
is their first tournament.
I
They're just
know.
looking
It's the
real
coming
good.
out party.
Damn, this is exciting.
But
Actually,
this is like a good time for a team, right? It's like no one has any information on what you guys normally do. You're coming into a tournament, and because they can't do any research aside from the games that you're currently playing, you can pull out anything, and they wouldn't expect it.
Hey, Wizard, can you change my crown?
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks, man.
Let me just do it for you, actually.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, okay. We are remaking the lobby.
I need some music. Something medieval.
What is the medieval one? I don't think I have that. I think production has that one. That's on them.
Come on, do it. Oh, feel relaxed after killing all the contenders. Finally, I get this crown for maybe a week, and then I get poisoned to death. Good job.
Is it gonna stay on your head?
Of course.
Yeah.
I placed it, therefore it definitely.
Oh, it looks like it's slipping already.
Don't worry, because I have the Sennheiser headset. Lock it out.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
worry.
Got it. Hold on.
You guys are gonna have to.
I mean, it's pretty sweet that they are so. There's so little information on them. Unfortunately, the stakes aren't that high for this. So, if you win this, then you get to go to the playoffs, in which you'd face either against Fnatic or no, just Fnatic. The top 3 of this group stage will go into a playoff system against Fnatic. And then once that is determined, then the winner of that gets to go to the Summit X, which you should all be very hyped about, coming this
Summit
December.
X?
Summit X.
What is that?
Summit 10, baby.
Summit 10.
Summit
Oh
10.
my
There have been
God.
10.
10 summits.
10 summits, if you can believe it.
Oh
We've come
my
so far.
God.
I know.
They don't know whether or not it's gonna be stun. Whoa, god damn it! I just
Where's your train of thought?
don't know. They don't know where
Still at the station.
where it's gonna be whether it's gonna be Summit X or Summit 10.
It should be X.
I prefer X.
Well,
X.
I prefer
Because
XS.
the X is for extreme.
Yeah.
Don't do
Yeah.
XS.
Wow, why do you like that?
Maybe X Max.
What about Stun 69?
It's stun 420. It's
Wait,
stun 420.
Summit.
Why are you saying
Summit.
stun?
That
Summit
was
420.
like stun, like what?
Yeah, so
I'll tell you guys after we get into the draft.
unfortunately, it's not a DPC tournament, so no real points to earn. Oh, do I need to cast us in?
No, we're in the remake, getting
Yep.
things sorted here.
Oh, okay.
So good.
Yeah, so once they qualify, they're not going to be able to get any DPC points, but every single team still considers Summit to be a must-attend tournament regardless of any points on the
course.
line.
It's like the
Of
best
course.
tournament out there.
Absolutely.
It's super chill. I get to see everyone. It's the best time.
Hey man, the Summit means something
Indeed.
to other esports
For
too now.
sure. The CS Summit, Smash Summit, DBFZ Summit, everyone,
There's a lot of summits.
it carries that brand value. Much
That's
as
it.
how Monster Energy carries brand value, and Sennheiser and GGBet
Oh.
and Lords Mobile.
What were you doing all morning in the bathroom? I could hear all sorts of pillaging, all sorts of dragons breathing
You
fire.
love the word
got me.
pillaging. Like
Knights.
that's
Listen.
the only word you use.
And
It was-
plundering.
I was pillaging in an MMO RTS.
The amount of booty that I was hearing from your bathroom
You
in the
won't
morning,
believe.
there was so much booty.
Unprecedented amounts of booty
Right,
being
right.
pillaged. And you
Yep.
too can also do some pillaging at home. You just gotta download Lords Mobile. It's an MMO RTS.
Use
and
the promo code King's Cup.
King's Cup.
Click the link in the description below.
One word, and you can get $100 worth in free items.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Says the king.
The Lord himself. He is not mobile. This is a static Lord, but still, just as interesting. And if you do enter that promo code, you may just win an iPhone X as well. So it's absolutely worth your time to
Wow.
do it.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
iPhone
yeah,
X.
yeah. I highly recommend
That's sexy.
it. It should feel sexy.
Yeah. Hey, what about the difference between? Nah, I just cut it off.
I need to use the
now
bathroom,
I'm
guys. I'll be right back.
curious.
Yeah.
GG.
Like Goku's got to use the bathroom.
You think all that muscle comes easy?
Just like that.
Oh,
That
no,
was
what?
fast.
Longest.
Suspiciously quick.
Yeah, the thing is, I actually just wanted to check on my Lord's mobile, but
Oh,
No.
you dog.
But I
Production
have,
didn't let you.
no. The thing is, I have notifications set up, so I already heard that the village was plundered, so I don't need to go ahead and check that. Cause I know that there was success, and guess who it was that I.
How about you feel
Yeah.
like?
Didn't pillage
How about you
anything.
felt like wanna drop a bomb and then you just get there and then you have a little bit of fun and you feel better and come back.
I think you're on a different train of thought.
I don't think-
Cyclops.
That is a situation
No.
right there.
Sometimes you can get two birds, one stone. Like you can drop that bomb, and then you can also be dropping bombs in Lord's mobile.
Good, yeah.
Be as efficient as
in
possible.
case anybody's wondering, we're we're gonna go ahead and we're stalling here, and all 10 players are in the lobby, so we're getting in soon. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
people,
guys.
We're
people
getting
getting
there.
mad, man. You know, we here for games, mate. All
Okay.
these clowns.
So speaking of these games, so we have priority for EVOS. So it looks like we are going to be getting Radiant for DeToNator.
Radiant first pick. Yep.
Yeah. And then you guys know the rest. You're smart enough for that.
That's the typical.
Yep. Just in
Second pick
case.
is broken, dude. Second pick is so good.
Yep.
Yeah, too good. Nobody want to go for the first anymore. You know, get the first two,
You want
get
that
to
last pick.
counter that last pick.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
Why not?
You know, Nahaz, he argued. He's like,
If you
first pick is good because you have 2 counter core picks. But now people are just picking heroes that can be in any position,
Yeah, just do it first
any lane.
phase.
But that's how it should be, right? You need to keep your options open. Don't be so straightforward.
Yeah, exactly. That's
got
why
to be
that's why
different.
first pick sucks.
If you want to change the way we draft, where you want to change?
What would I want to change?
Maybe last pick you just both go at the same time, doesn't reveal.
Honestly, I just want
Ooh.
Phoenix to be as strong as it used to be. Sorry, I'm a Phoenix picker.
Phoenix is
I
good.
mean,
I love
all over that
about
hero.
no,
the
Phoenix is
order.
good. I mean, like, I want all of the nerfs to be like reverted.
No, I'm talking about the order. The order of the
order?
pick.
Oh, the order of the picks. I mean, I think so. I don't mind the supports being the first couple picks. I've always never minded that.
What if it was
I
ban
would've-
pick, ban pick, ban pick?
Speaking of ban pick, ban pick.
That would be
Ban pick,
annoying.
ban pick,
ban pick, ban
Ban
pick,
pick,
ban
ban
pick,
pick,
ban pick, ban pick, ban pick, ban pick, ban pick.
ban.
There you go. that was good.
I thought you were like cleaning the floor.
No, I was trying to shake out.
Oh, you're shaking out.
Shake it
then.
out.
I mean, you could just like chip
Speaking
into
of
the
shake it
glass.
off, maybe we should do the Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
dance.
what's your decree? How are you gonna shame
Oh,
yourself this time?
man,
Cyclopzz?
I've been dancing too many songs, man.
What's your decree? Do you want to do something different?
Yeah, I'm just gonna come up with something. So
Later.
That's what you said before.
Real elaborate.
something that don't damage myself.
Oh my
We can do an exercise challenge. Didn't you do?
Oh
me
no,
and
I'm pretty
Danelie?
sure I do exercise with you guys too. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not damaging. That's helping your body.
I'm full
Well,
right
damage is
now.
to
Good for your
rebuild.
body. That's good.
Kind of full.
All the pizza and chicken
Yeah.
and noodles.
If I exercise now, well, I roll. I roll.
Okay, that's interesting. We got a bunch of healers being banned.
Yep.
1 healer, 2 healer, 3 healer, 4
4
healer,
healer.
and then
Could-
1 guy that puts armor.
But you can get the ice armor
Yeah,
talent.
and he
That's
heals
true.
as well.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. And Tiny. So
Tiny
he doesn't heal at all.
No, there's barely any healing going on
There's no
there.
healing. GG.
What are they thinking?
Okay, what are we going to see as our first couple
Ooh,
of picks?
let's
Is it
go
going to
ahead
be
and-
Pugna
Oh, I
again?
wonder if it's gonna be Nyx
Oh,
Assassin.
geez,
Jeez, I
Assassin.
wonder.
Pugna out there.
There's
what
a
else
Nyx
do we
Ogre-
have
Assassin.
Ogre
there?
Magi,
Some,
maybe,
Ogre
perhaps.
Magi, yeah.
Yeah.
Ogre Magi.
It is definitely going to be a Nyx Assassin. Let's be.
I think gonna be.
What else could we do here?
Yes, go on, Cyclops. I'm listening.
Okay, it's going to be Nyx
Whoa!
Assassin.
Look at that!
Whoa.
Look at that!
Ah,
And the response.
EVOS
I'm
going to
gonna take a wild guess and just say Bloodseeker +1, just because these guys
They've always
are
done it.
obsessed with Bloodseeker.
Yeah, that's...
Deny the pick.
I mean, I wish we could talk to them and ask them, you know, like, do you guys like Bloodseeker? Because they could have the same thing like some of these other teams. We just like the hero, that's why we play it.
I guess when all of these heroes get nerfed and the Bloodseeker is untouched, maybe it's actually good again.
We could actually see Weaver. Weaver's been like a reasonably, like, sort of a here and there pick.
EVOS actually
Weaver
have
Ogre.
very variety
Weaver
pick.
Ogre was an opening, I think, for one of the games.
Classic. Wouldn't want to Pugna into a Nyx.
Yeah.
It sounds like suicide.
Yeah, I would love to see something. If they still want to win,
Technically.
fighting straightforward with team the DeToNator it's kind of hard for them. So just play safe. Stay for
DeToNator-
late game.
DeToNator ran the, was it a 4 or 5 Pugna? It's a 5 Pugna,
5
wasn't
Pugna.
it? Do you think we could see DeToNator pick up Pugna?
Definitely. Yeah, for sure. Didn't they do the Nyx Pugna too as the opener?
They had it on Raging Potato, and I thought he did great.
Yeah.
Oh, they spent too much time on the first
This
pick.
actually might throw EVOS off, because if they saw that, they'll be like, guys, we gotta probably pick up the Pugna. Or
Oh
Venge.
no.
Venge.
It probably won't be core. I hope
God.
it's not core.
It shouldn't be. What
No.
are they pairing up with the Venge, though? Are they gonna try and go for the Aura strat?
Well, we did propose that they needed to cheese DeToNator out. So.
How about Venge Drow?
Yeah, Venge Drow, Beastmaster, let's do it.
It's Jakiro.
Venge Jakiro.
Venge Jakiro.
I
think
mean,
it may be a core Venge.
At the very least,
Don't say it.
between those two heroes, those are two tanky heroes, two pretty. They do a lot of stuff, lots of stun, lots of tower push, lots of minus armor. Like they're not too bad of heroes just to have in like a regular game. You
Early
know?
game's not too bad as well. Jakiru's pretty tanky, can
Yeah.
harass a lot of heroes out. Venge has a lot of armor.
They're
decent
so,
at
but
laning.
because they're so like
Durable.
vanilla, then also DeToNator knows exactly what to expect from them.
Yeah.
And we are, I
That's-
think,
that's
all in
true.
agreement that DeToNator is the better team here.
Yeah.
So
We
if you're
talked
just
about some cheese.
if you're doing a very cookie cutter approach, I don't think that's going to take DeToNator.
But you know, the best way to set up for some cheese pick is just everything else be normal.
Just a bunch of crackers, and then
Bunch-
you put the
bunch-
cheese
bunch
on
of
top of it.
crackers,
Yeah.
then a
And
little
then-
bit of
boring
cheese.
saltines.
No,
Right.
no, and then you gotta add in some of those tomato slices.
Oh yeah.
But he's not.
He's in.
SEA.
He's playing Las Vegas right now.
Yeah, he's
Who?
Yeah.
Tomato.
Who asks?
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Did you get it? I don't think he got it.
uh,
I think.
yeah, I'm kidding, man. Yeah, you know.
Look, DeToNator, they knew that it could have been the draft strat, banning that out. And also the Wyvern as well. I think they were just like, guys, we're going to pick the Wyvern just in case.
It's weird to pick Wyvern and then Bandrow.
Bandrow, yeah.
It's like
you do
Wyvern
one or
is-
the other.
Yeah,
Unless
Wyvern
they're
is so
expecting a Bloodseeker again.
Who?
I'm so
DeToNator
done with
expecting a
Bloodseeker. I
Bloodseeker.
have seen it everywhere in pub games in Southeast Asia, NA, and competitive game. Come on, just
Have we seen a Bloodseeker not in response to a Weaver? I feel like that's the only context we're seeing it in.
No, we saw it without. I
It
think
was what heroes were they? I
Last
think
game.
one was Mirana.
Last
It wasn't.
game,
It wasn't
right?
just last game. I know Mirana. They
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
pick
last
up
game
because
they
of
didn't.
Mirana. They picked it after, before I think. Oh, it was 'cause of
Bloodseeker was
Mirana.
second pick. It was Nyx Bloodseeker they opened with.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it's just like we really like this hero,
Yeah.
but we're gonna completely ignore it in this draft now.
Yep.
Oh,
Bloodseeker's
there's the ban,
banned.
okay.
Okay, what is this? Cheese? It's a Mirana.
okay, looking good.
I mean, they ran it last game. It wasn't that great, though. I mean, their laning stage with the Mirana was just bonkers horrible. DeToNator could just go for Lina again.
Yeah, I don't know about throwing it mid in the. I mean, I doubt. I really doubt that it's gonna be a mid Mirana just because they have the last pick. You probably want to last pick your mid. You may as well, you know. I really think it's a waste of last pick if you're not picking some cancer hero.
I will
And
say the lockdown on the side DeToNator is not looking amazing versus a Mirana, so they maybe Mirana could get away with a little bit more. I mean, you have to use Winter's Curse if you want like that solid lockdown.
I guess you have Carapace for the Starstorm, but
But that's a bit-
kind of hard to time.
Yeah, it's a bit gimmicky
Yeah.
to use that. I mean, they could if they land the Impale, that's great too. But it's not like you just throw a stun and Mirana is stunned.
Yeah.
So maybe they could get away with it.
They can't use the Bloodseeker this time, that's for sure.
If anything, though, I'm just worried, like, how do they deal with this mid lane? Because Ben-Hur has just been having a fantastic time last game. Just did whatever he wanted. Literally 0 gank coming out from EVOS.
Oh, they picked the Weaver because the
Oh
Bloodseeker's banned.
my.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So still these.
That was good draft.
But
These-
now it's not good draft, or it still is good draft.
Now?
Is it still a good draft?
Yeah, still
Oh,
good
okay,
draft.
okay,
I think we
okay.
lost our king.
Yeah, I think I just had instant noodle during the break, but it's actually stuffed me. I had pizza before. Well, that kinda, but this one is the worst, man. It's actually drained.
So TLDR, don't eat noodles when you watch Dota because they'll just
Yeah, you
they'll
can
just
eat
hold you up.
noodles, but just don't eat fake noodles.
Not
like
the
instant
instant
noodles.
Fake noodles.
The noodles
brought
are
it
so
from-
fast because they slow you down
Yeah.
afterwards.
Were they the Thai ones or the American
I brought
ones?
it from Thailand.
Oh.
Hey, I'm from Thailand, not
Maybe
Taiwan.
Maybe the noodles
Yeah,
are jet lag.
jeez.
I said
Jenkins.
Thai. Oh shoot.
Thailand. Yeah. I brought it from Thailand. Oh my god, it's slow. But yeah, I'm gonna be
Dude.
fine soon. It's just gonna, active a bit.
Honestly,
Do
I'm
some
not.
push-ups, man.
I'm not a big fan of this Void. Wyvern's a great hero against Faceless Void. Nyx Assassin is pretty okay as well.
Yeah.
Weaver is very elusive. I mean, if you play the Weaver right, you shouldn't be able to get chronoed unless they go right on top of you.
The dilation's really good against Weaver, though. You press the invis and he's just screwed. Or the
Dilation's good, but I gotta say mobility and defensive capabilities of DeToNator are just really good right now.
yeah, you picked Void into a Wyvern. That's pretty ballsy.
It's their signature heroes. They Indonesian are well known with the Void and also the Twin Head Dragon.
Yeah, I know they love their Jakiru.
They don't seem to ever pick this Void with some like really strong Void hero. I mean, you have the Jakiro, but that's not like some Lich or some Witch Doctor or Sunstrike on Invoker. Like,
Yeah.
it's
not like the standard really strong
Right.
chrono
I
heroes.
think they usually rely on physical damage to put in the chrono, so right clicks from Mirana and possibly Venge. We still don't know what the situation with this Venge might be.
It could be. It could still be cool Venge. I mean,
Right.
I'm not a fan of it though.
But yeah, I think it might not be a great pick into the game on this one, Faceless Void. But well, if you look at the other side, Faceless Void might be the only chance that you could win in a team fight for them when you don't have, when your teamwork is not at the same level with DeToNator. You just need some miracle on a Superman Chronosphere, maybe 2 or 3 guy in there. Yeah, I think this is all. We can take a look at the bright side of the Void pick too.
Terrorblade's terrifying too. Loads of armor. As the game goes later and later, his illusions get tanky. Like, even though you throw Chrono on him, if Terrorblade has illusions around him, you're buying like a couple seconds
Then leave
before he
him.
does any damage. What? You leave the Terrorblade?
No, just lock him down, then strike the others.
You're trying to kill a Weaver that can run circles around you. There's a Wyvern that curses your
With
whole
all the
team.
noobs, enough.
And then you have
in
Nyx
just one
Assassin who
chrono?
just carapaces and you're stuck.
No, it depends on how he chrono, and who got in there. Every single chronosphere will actually different situations. It depends.
You have
There
a lot
might-
of faith at EVOS.
Well, we all
Let's
have to
see.
faith.
I'm looking
and,
forward to
we,
this next decree.
we cannot just come in and man, they are underdog. They truly lose on this one.
It's not
there
the
must
it's
be
not the
some
fact that I
miracle.
think they'll truly lose. It's just the
No, he's on
setup
Team
for the
Liquid.
chrono
Yeah, it's hard. I
is not
know.
there. If they have the setup, then I think the chrono will definitely be good. But it's just they don't have the most reliable setup. Like their only reliable setup is technically the Venge.
Well, then how what else you wanna look?
Great
at?
question. They need to find out the answer to that question very
If the
fast.
chronosphere, I feel like I mentioned just now that the only well they know they're underdog, their skill level are not at 1, but they need a miracle. They need some Superman.
I think they
strong
need
AoE
Miracle to
spell.
stand in for them. That'll be great. But
with that I still don't know they can fight on this one. It's a team game.
it
If you are
depends
not fit in-
also on their hero pool. I mean, we don't really know what EVOS's hero pool is. Like, there could be that perfect hero out there, but they just don't play it, period. You don't want to play a hero that you've never played before. I mean, Ben Hur's getting his Lina again, so...
They banned Ember. Are they gonna pick some like? I mean, they're not gonna Meepo because there's a Wyvern on the enemy team. That would be insane. Are they gonna? Can't Brood. Brood is banned. PL? Why would you ban Ember? Are they gonna TA versus Lina or
Yeah,
something?
so I was thinking TA.
Zeus against
Oh.
Alina?
Mm.
Zeus does well against Alina usually.
Yeah.
It's a weird matchup. If one of them kills the other, they
I mean,
just can't enter
it's
the lane.
justified because of Terrorblade.
Yeah, I
Zeus is
suppose.
primarily picked as an anti-Terrorblade
Actually,
hero.
Zeus is amazing in this game. The only hero that Zeus really isn't great against is the Nyx Assassin. Zeus
Yeah,
killed.
but Nyx Assassin is a big deal for Zeus.
Yeah,
We've seen the power of the Mana Burn versus Necrophos time
Right.
and time again.
Zeus is if Zeus ever gets caught out by the Nyx 2.
I mean,
he's just
he has no one else better than Mana Burn even. He doesn't care. Like, Faceless would if he's in the vicinity, sure, but...
Yeah.
I don't
But
know. How mad will you be if this Mirana doesn't build Maelstrom first? Because I can't justify any other item purchase against these squishy-ass heroes.
Depends on the game, you know? I would say, I would say you probably want to go Maelstrom in this game, especially with the Void. Eva Void, you Maelstrom Dragonlance hitting the Chrono.
Okay, I'd be fine with Dragonlance first.
If they can get to the Aghanim Scepter on Zeus, I actually think EVOS has a really good chance in this game.
True.
The Ags plus the Chrono is just absolutely mad, and the Terrorblade, like the Zeus is the perfect pick to pick against all of their cores. It's good against Alina in lane. It's good against Alina in game because she's squishy and you have long range and she'll never get on top of you. It's good against Terrorblade because you kill all the illusions. It's good against Weaver because you reveal the invis.
Could start utility Weaver, like right off the bat. Aghanim Scepter will do a lot of counter against Chronosphere.
Utility Weavers.
We've seen
it's good.
Weavers transition. We haven't seen one dedicate themselves to utility, I feel.
It's good this game because they have a Terrorblade Lina. Like if you have a Terrorblade Lina and you need more damage, your Terrorblade and Lina should just quit Dota and uninstall and play League of Legends.
Wait. I have one for this.
Oh, God.
Wait.
It's in the last.
Just go uninstall, you piece of shit. LeagueofLegends.com/sign.
Exactly. Dude.
There we go.
I think there's no need for extra damage in this game.
Yeah, and Sam H is known for going for more utility-oriented builds, so I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for that here.
Yeah.
All right, cast the spells, mate.
I think we should wait a little bit, right?
Should we?
I
definitely heard.
Wait. We'll say when you can do it.
Okay.
Just wait.
Let me see. I'll find something. Well, actually, no. We're waiting then.
Okay, now you can do it.
Nah, I'm not gonna do it.
No, okay.
Wait for it.
Perfect
what happened? I think we need to buy a void
All
stone.
right, everybody else shut up. I'm the play-by-play. Now I get to talk. Sam H running to the top lane with the Weaver invis. Looks like he's going to go place a ward down up here. He's got Observer Ward in his backpack. Where's he going to place that Observer Ward? I don't know where he's going to place that. White Mon sees him. Double ping comes out on him, so they're not going to...
You better not tire yourself out yet.
I'm already exhausted.
This is high-level voice modulation.
Thank you.
They teach you this in, like, advanced casting play-by-play.
Yeah, but this is...
It definitely is.
It's how you hype people up. Like you do the really low ones, and then you get up there when there's like a team fight that happens. Like for example, what's happening right here? Raging Potato getting caught out on the Winter Wyvern.
But nothing is happening.
There's no stun. He has Wave of Terror on Venge. They're actually just like trying to get one single right click on him and then realize they can't.
They can't reach.
Terrorblade running around. He's gonna go try to peep the other rune. Oh yeah, he is.
Oh, he's peeping.
Right,
But
he's
he
peeping
might-
head.
He be peeping.
He's gonna run into Vlaiku though.
Oh, he doesn't care. Oh yeah, stun me. I don't care. Just you can't stun me. I'm gonna whack you. Yeah, we're gonna whack each other.
That armor reduction.
Yeah, keep whacking me. I'll keep whacking you.
The TV's like 11 armor.
There.
Easiest whack of my life.
Oh.
He did
So
not
there's
get the rune though.
Oh dear.
But he did get some good whacking
He tried. There's some good whacks going off there though. Okay, so that's what 2 for 2, 3 for 1.
3 for 1.
I don't know. I don't know what the players are tagged as.
It's 3 radiant runes, 1 dire rune.
Good
How
start.
do you
Good
see?
stuff.
Just press enter on the left side.
Yeah, but I don't.
Color. It's the color.
The color of the
Oh, the
tag.
color.
You never
Jesus.
saw that
Never
before?
Christo.
God.
Welcome to Dota.
Good lord.
And you said you play 12 hours
Bunch
of
of
Dota.
2K players teaching me some new things. For the first time in the history of Dota.
Wait, why isn't that on
Play-by-play
my
casters.
soundboard? I can't believe no one has ever done that in the history of Dota is on my thing.
It's a, yeah, that's true.
It's a classic.
Come on, Dakota.
An
What are you
absolute
thinking?
classic.
It's there, I
What are you
think.
thinking?
Is it?
I think so. You gotta look carefully.
Oh my god, what is
Jakiro?
that, Whitemon?
Top. Play by play.
Top lane. White Mon getting picked off. I was.
That was so easy mistake, you know.
I'm disappointed in my play by play.
No.
King, can we replace this?
Nothing.
So what
Can we
happened
replace this
is
analyst?
like
Negative.
We could swap.
EVOS has no way to win the game. God damn, you're calling NA negative. Bot lane, Raging Potato feeds first blood for the Radiant.
Good save.
Thanks, dude, because he wanted to suicide so he can come back and use the Splinter Blast.
Maybe.
Like he actually just did that.
And maybe you should look at top lane.
Top lane, there's something happening. My analyst has betrayed me once again. There's nothing happening up here, actually. Spells being used on the bug. I don't think he... Actually, there's 2 bugs up here. This is a very confusing lane and situation for me in my life.
Gotta say that they're really trading against each other.
Does this dude take time dilation level 2?
He did, yeah.
What a madman.
It's good against the Weaver.
Oh, Whitemon being chased by all the creeps.
Oh, he's taking a lot of damage. Is the stun coming out in
dead?
6 seconds? Now he's got 6 seconds on the stun. Weaver's got lots of tangos left. Magic stick on the Weaver. 9 charges. Presumably some bait gonna happen here. Probably Whitemon gonna get himself killed.
I think just playing safe.
I don't
Don't want to go too deep.
I don't like the way Wyman playing.
Bottom?
It's too risky because he's
Bottom
he's
lane,
too
leap
slow.
comes out. Terrorblade is getting stunned up, and Mirana 2 more right clicks, maybe 3 because he's Terrorblade. The
Oh.
hero's ridiculous. Suicide's into
Lucky
the
he
tower
got
for
the
that.
kill.
Now this is when both the supports are just thanking
Nice.
thanking
Lives.
the Lord in heaven that both of their cores are kill hungry.
And then he's like, damn it, you
Top,
had your
top.
TP up?
Top lane.
Jakiro.
Jakiro. Very dangerously playing here, but Sam H ends up dying as a result of that kill on the Jakiro. I don't know if that's worth it. Probably not.
I see you, Xyclopzz. I agree. The problem is with Jakiro, you're so used to being a
Fair.
lane dominator that you feel weird if you have to play like passive as a Jakiro. You have
No,
so much DOT.
I don't like the movement speed of Jakiro. He deals with one of the fastest hero in the game in that lane with Nixon and also the Weaver. You know, the turning rate and all this stuff is so hard for him.
Yeah.
It shows in the first blood already that he just feels a bit confused, and then they punish him. So hard.
He's actually a lot stronger when he hits that level 3 though, because you get that extra point into dual breath. You really start to amp up that damage.
Oh yeah, 5 mana. For some reason, it only costs 5 mana extra at level 2, but then every other level is 15 extra.
0 cents, but I mean, Ice Frog, Lord and Savior. He
I think
does
it's
what
been
he
that
wants.
way for forever. This Zeus is annihilating on the mid lane. Speaking of annihilation, on the bottom lane, Arrow connects onto Raging Potato, but there is a big, scary demon that has ranged attacks.
Oh.
Hitting the Venge, there's a wand that comes out. Nice bait.
Gotta
That-
say, this is much better for EVOS this game. Avile's doing really well on this Mirana. Applying a
Double
lot
stun
of
on the
pressure.
top lane. Whitemon, he's definitely dead to those bugs, but Sam H has got to be careful.
I logic.
Time
Did they kill
dilation
him?
slow on him on the bot lane. Avile,
Serious
gotta be
armor.
careful. He has no leap charges. Oh, that's what happens on Mirana when you use all your leaps. 60-second cooldown, my dude. That's why people level it instead of the ulti now. So long, the cooldown.
And they're continuing to converge
Just
on this
level
top
4.
lane.
Calm down.
I know,
just
man,
level
but it's
4.
like, you gotta be careful with those leaps, man. You leap into a tower a couple of times and you're just done for the rest of the laning phase. On the mid lane, speaking of being done, Zeus is being done getting hit by the Lina.
Dude, this dude did not miss a single high ground attack. I would be furious if I was Facehugger.
I would be down mid right now.
But I have to say the CSing in
last
the middle
hitting.
lane, it's pretty good though. The Facehugger's doing really good when it comes to CS. He's going to be able to hit that level 6. Once he hits that
Bot
level
lane,
6, we know it's going to happen.
Terrorblade tries to dodge the arrow with the illusion. Unfortunately, it comes out on the right side, so he has to do some wonky
Yep.
stuff. But
This is looking to be a much
In the
more
bot
even
lane.
game compared to last game. Last game was just an absolute stomp, but laning-wise in this game, it looks like it's even across the board. Not really that far apart, so... I gotta say, the chances for EVOS this game are a lot better.
yeah,
A lot
I think
better.
I think they have good, really good synergy between their heroes too. The Void Zeus combo is just completely ridiculous. I was talking about. I wish that they picked something other than the Kuro.
Courier? Nope.
Nah, it's fine.
Got boots.
But with the Zeus, there's actually plenty of damage. He's got to be careful on Zeus.
Backstab?
Speaking of which, he's getting gone on from the back line, stunned by the Lina. That's just an easy kill. The Nyx is so tanky, he can just run into the tower. 6 regen. He doesn't care.
He's a fast ogre.
And EVOS as well, confident with their Void in the top lane. They've rotated the Jakiro down here to try and apply some more pressure, which I think is great. You really want to slow down Ben-Hur on that Terrorblade. Slow down his progress. It's going to really amp up their mid-game if they can slow him down as well. Then their only issue would be the Lina.
Yeah, Lina definitely dies in a chrono though. That's one saving grace. It's so hard to lane this Weaver against Void. The dilation slow is just so good. Bot lane,
Bot lane's a
nothing
nightmare.
happening.
You get hit with a dual breath. It's really hard to juke out a sacred arrow that's landed. That's
Oh, the
Ooh.
Chronosphere. All right.
there we go.
Didn't. Oh no, he just right-clicked him. What? Now he's got Chrono. Now he's.
Good too.
If I'm the Void right now, I'm trying to make a play on this Lina. As soon as I get treads.
His HP's a bit low, yeah.
It is. He needs to send it to solve and get treads.
Gets hit by one Dragon Slave. I think 1 or 2 right clicks to the face and he's dead.
Nice
they-
ward
Gotta be
placement from
careful
the
with
Nyx.
Sam H though. Sam H could really send him back. He's gotta be careful in that lane. Looks like we've got a backstab coming in here from our Nyx assassin. Are they looking for a kill? Don't think they can get it though. I mean, it's Terrorblade Wyvern.
They see him. Void really needs a salve. Did he get a salve canceled or something? Where's that at? Oh, it's on the courier.
He never had regen.
Bot lane. There's the Nyx Assassin getting stunned up, but he did use the Carapace. That's a level 2 Carapace, so put some distance between them. He can go for the double stun.
Unfortunately,
it looks like he misses.
Bugs, Bugs unfortunately are weak to fire, so completely understandable that he dies there to a dragon.
I can see the determination coming out from Team EVOS on this one.
They're doing good this game. I really feel like during the break they sort of regrouped and sort of talked about what went wrong in that last game, which was their laning stage. Their laning stage was in shambles. They changed up a little bit. They've managed to equalize it. I'm pretty impressed with how they've managed to make this comeback. They haven't been impacted by that last game emotionally.
Chrono?
Do they try? Not really the safest. I don't think they would have been able to get that kill
They
even
don't
with
have the
Thunder
Zeus
God's
ult.
Wrath.
Yeah, they don't even have the Zeus ult.
If they were able
They
to
had-
time
they do have
dilate.
They had it.
Did he use it with an arcane or something?
He hasn't used
He
it
never
yet.
used it.
Are you sure?
Not that I know.
I thought
Actually, no. He used it
he
once,
used it to
but
kill the Weaver.
it was a while ago.
Oh. I thought
It was a while ago.
He used it to help kill the Weaver.
It's a 90-second cooldown. It's not that long. They could try and go for him now if they can drop him to half.
they need to time dilate the Shikuchi, otherwise it's not really possible.
Yeah. He can also. Well, he can time lapse off the.
Oh, bash.
Well, unless he has no mana.
Okay, Thunder God's Wrath.
He doesn't have.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh right, I'm the play-by-play.
Kill the Weaver.
Whoops.
Come on.
Man, this play-by-play.
Whoops.
Do you need a monster?
I could probably use one of those.
I thought you were going to have one before.
No, next game, dude.
You
It's
need
the
it
last
now.
series.
Jerry, can we have the network, please? Nice one, mate. Faces Void.
Faces Void farming really well, sitting at almost 4k net worth. 700 over the Lina.
On
They're
the
going to get the
mid
kill on
lane,
the
they're gonna
Lina
kill Lina.
too.
All
Oh.
it takes is one stun on that hero, and with the Zeus, she dies.
I feel like with this even lane, I think Zeus win. Because normally when I see a Zeus game, he was like level 6 and his opponent level 8.
Him being at an advantage and Terrorblade so far not having a great lane. If Terrorblade was keeping pace with Zeus, then I still say that Zeus can't really run away with it. But Terrorblade is quite far behind.
I think it's a lot of the time when you see Terrorblade farming the jungle like this, there's no answers to him. And you just want to go late.
Yeah.
But against a Zeus, there's not a single point in this game other than like the initial BKB timing where he will be. Basically, he's able to deal with the Terrorblade at almost all points in the game. Arrow comes out, misses on the dragon.
Oh,
no!
no.
LSA misses.
Oh!
Where? Oh, top lane.
Oh my
LSA
lord.
misses.
That's going to be lots of TPs. Are they
Stun
going to
coming
just
out
lose the
on
Lina?
the Lina. Nyx Assassin to back her up. Nice stun on the Venge.
No
Nice
Laguna
pop.
Blade.
They have no detection either. Can't see this Moonlight Shadow.
What's going on the Nyx?
Vengeful Spirit looking to. He's a tanky Nyx though.
How many mangoes does he still have?
He's got
Nice.
2. He's got ready to go.
Nice. No,
Still
never
looking,
ready to go.
Still looking to play on the, or still looking to fight on the top lane. EVOS is low on a lot of their heroes.
I mean, they're still sticking around, so I think they do find some value in this. Oh,
There's no Chrono. Raging Potato playing the 5-roll Wyvern, sitting in the bot lane, spamming things out. Pretty typical stuff for that hero. That's why you pick it on 5.
15 seconds left on the Laguna Blade cooldown, so chances are they want to try and go for an engagement up here. They can get it too. Your logic's a little bit low.
Chronosphere on the Weaver. They
Come
have
on.
2 stunners though. Oh, they stun the backline actually. Sam H will maybe manage. No, he doesn't get the ultimate off. Did he not have it? He did not have the ultimate. Jakiro falls to Lina, but Lina's feeding, it
Bashes?
seems like. If there's one more bash, he's definitely going to die. Yeah, that's probably...
Oh, he overstepped it. Oh, he...
Oh,
no.
Luciano.
Greedy.
R. He has the stun. It's just
No.
level 2, level 3, so it doesn't do that much damage.
That boy is
Oh.
getting...
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they're playing on ping.
I think so
Because
too.
that's 2 LSAs that were pretty much free that he missed.
It's hard against these heroes, though. man.
Unless he thought he would like time
Sam
walk
H
back,
on the
but I
mid
think with a
lane, going on the
cooldown-
Zeus. Zeus is very low. He might just die solo to the Weaver right now. Yeah,
Yep.
that's just a free kill. 556 gold for the Weaver.
Yeah,
Wait.
that Zeus is fat though. Although it's mostly from the Faceless Void's net worth. He's at 5.7k.
Easiest money of my life.
It's a bit
It actually
late.
was so easy. Just a 30% HP Zeus sitting mid. Weaver actually is going for the urn, so he's going for that utility
Okay,
build, which I
okay.
think is good.
It could be semi-utility, you never know.
Well, kind of, yeah, it kind of is, because he has the treads, the killer, but that's pretty typical for Weaver, because...
Well, I mean, if you go that much mana region, it definitely says that you're not going to go for a Lincoln Sphere or anything like that.
Yeah.
Not that it would be that useful this game, it would only mainly block the swap.
Top lane.
Top lane, Laguna Blade comes out on the Void. Nice stun from the Nyx to set up.
You're welcome.
I'm just guessing.
It's $5 a month for map awareness.
That's not that much.
Man, Dota Plus is really pay to win these days.
I know, right? God damn. You can tell who does and doesn't use it.
True.
Both safe lane towers being pushed. They're 12 minutes in. That's about the right time.
Dude, no one's defending. This isn't Southeast Asia at
Yeah,
all.
what
What
i-
is
what-
going on? They're
what
giving
is
away
this?
towers?
Facehugger is here too.
These are like nowhere near enough kills and dying and buying back. Like, what is this?
Conservative
Okay, is
Come on,
Face-
guys.
Is Facehugger greedy for trying to go for the Wyvern
Facehugger?
here?
Nah, dude, man up, get him!
He's got. Is there
Zap.
other heroes here?
He can't
He
use
could-
the nuke. The ulti. That
I
doesn't-
don't think it would have been enough.
No, it only does 225 damage, so it's like 150.
Seems like Mirana this game is going for something you satisfy the item.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
Maelstrom?
All right,
Okay,
Dragon
good.
Lance. That's good. That's good.
Avila's had a good laning stage though, so I can see why they want to go for this.
The Mirana had a
away.
great laning
Yeah,
stage,
dude.
and the other that was the
Nando
best
had
laning stage.
Fantastic
Last
laning stage.
was
last
so
game
good.
was just so good.
Oh no.
It was a big wrap.
Oh, Weaver pretending to be an illusion, just stands there.
That's the play. That works 100% of the time.
Pretend. Ether lens
5 man onto this mid tower from the Dire. It's probably worth it though. That is the mid tower, one of the most important towers in all of Dota. Secures that Roche pit entrance to both jungles.
So DeToNator, I guess the play here is that they just got to try and buy some time for their Terrorblade. Benhur's farm not looking that great, sitting at number 6 on the net worth chart. He's gonna try and get
he's
that
lower
farm.
than the Weaver.
But Weaver got that 500 gold kill. Okay, that's where most of his gold came from. Otherwise, Terrorblade would be a little bit higher. But yeah,
that was
Ben-Hur.
some free gold.
How
Mid lane.
does Moo usually handle whenever he falls behind? Because I know Moo's been playing a lot of Terrorblade.
He doesn't fall behind, dude.
Ah,
Oh!
ruthless. But he
Nah,
does
he-
farm the jungle
He
a
hits
lot.
the jungle, yeah. He
okay.
hits jungle for 40 minutes and then
Okay.
eventually wins. That's like
Hmm.
his words, not mine.
So this isn't necessarily out of the ordinary for a Terrorblade to be relegated to the jungle so early on.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you'd want him
Courier?
to have farmed quite a bit, though, in the jungle.
Yeah.
I want to see some beautiful Chronosphere again. Like maybe 2-man, you know, with a key.
Whoa,
hero
2 man, you're setting the
beside.
bar pretty high there.
Yeah.
Cyclopzz, just calm down.
Speaking of Chronosphere, do you want to do any decrees? So we got any decrees coming out from you?
Yeah.
I'm so into this game.
Yeah, so if you're so invested, then you should
Put a
say,
decree
yeah,
in
put
there.
a decree in. Then what team? I'm assuming you're going for EVOS, right?
Yeah.
Three bounties for EVOS?
I mean, they just got 3 bounties. You gotta go
The
for
3
them.
bounties,
Oh my god,
great
dude.
lanes.
All right, I'm picking second if we're doing
Oh!
and the Jakiro feed, that's going to put the Terrorblade a little bit higher on the network charts, that's
I
for
was
sure.
about to go for EVOS just now, and then that Chronosphere comes out.
Okay, EVOS on the bot lane. Look out, Lena, you're about to get arrowed. Oh,
too fast.
never mind. You got arrowed. She did get arrowed, but by the right clicks, not by the arrow that mattered. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Sam H scouting out.
This
on
dude is
EVOS
super
server.
aggressive. Does he even have Swarm up? He doesn't have Swarm up.
He doesn't need it. He's a Weaver.
Weaver.
Oh,
Nope.
bashes.
Faceless void.
Wow, 2 bashes.
Twice. Zeus had ulti, no problem. Would have been fine either way.
Yeah, but then make him spend the
Wyvern ends up
ulti.
dying. You talked
There you
about
go.
the aggression. That was some
Gotta say, that was a hashtag worth.
definitely some over aggression coming out of the DeToNator squad.
Yeah, I don't know why Sam H went for that.
Maybe
Even
that's the
if he's
play
a
nowadays. You
Weaver.
just.
You know why? Because he's so used to the bugs being low cooldown, they keep getting
That's
nerfed.
true. That's true.
Ah.
I mean, he has only 1 point in it, right? He used to be a 1-point
Lena,
wonder.
oh, there's a blink on the Nyx. How does he have a blink this early into the
Bruh.
game? The Lena.
How do you think he juked that Chrono earlier?
What on earth?
Oh,
Wow. That fast farm.
That
That's fun.
was quite the nice setup.
dear. You can tell who plays the Earthshaker on this team.
Wait,
That's what they
didn't
call
Raging
it.
Potato play it last
It's
time?
Raging Potato, actually.
Okay.
They're probably both like really good farmers, though. Let's be real. These
Yeah.
guys are pretty lit.
All right, farming up in the jungle here on Vlaciu. What are you doing? Hitting jungle creeps as a support. Come on. What are you doing?
Oh, you come from the school of Blitz. Gotta push out waves.
Yeah.
Push the
Got the
waves, don't
waves.
farm.
You push the waves, you send clarities, you spend spells to push out waves.
And Avile
Marana
dies to
looking
Nicely.
very quick on the reaction speed. Good job. That was sick. Nice sleep press.
Looks like it's still more or less a farming game for EVOS. But if anything, you gotta be a bit concerned if you're spending
on
all
the
this
bot
time
lane,
farming. You know, you're up
Sammy.
against a Terrorblade. You don't really want to be spending all this time farming. You want to be securing
You
map.
know,
Zeus
you
is-
have the answer to him, so it's one of those weird things where like Terrorblade's so goddamn good in the late game that probably Zeus isn't actually the answer. Let's be real, this hero's broken.
I mean, Zeus
Terrorblade.
is now falling behind the Terrorblade.
He is.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh, on the mid lane, Void falling
Oh,
behind
no.
on life, dying.
Oh, look at all those gold talents coming out.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
tasty.
those are.
He's a
some-
highness. He is the highest network in the game. He can't afford to do that again for that phase
Oh gosh, a gank is coming.
Although, who got the
Jenkins.
kill? Because I think Lena got the kill, so...
What's going on?
Can
up here?
we see what Warren gonna build? Okay, Manta style.
Oh,
Raging
Lena.
Lena has
potato.
no mana. Lena has no mana.
Oh, what's
Oh,
going
she's
on
dead.
here? Lena is getting blown up.
Should be
The
dead.
Nyx is doing a decent
There we
job
go.
helping out, though. Although he's helping out
By feeding.
by feeding. So the dynamic duo that's been killing everybody ends up
I don't know why
finally going down.
They keep taking a path through the Dire jungle, and every single time they died. Sam H died near the Dire Ancients, and these guys died
Maybe they
going-
need to stop doing that.
Perhaps.
They could just put a ward there and just count
That
people.
is
there's-
true. They're
there's a
not
sentry
really.
there. I
They're
think
not.
they're acting as if the ward that almost inevitably got countered is still there.
They probably want to be playing around this top lane. 'Cause that's
Yo.
where they actually have vision.
Shout out to even odds in this game. My boy Xyclopzz knows.
Oh, look at
Jeez.
that!
Even
Totally
odds.
even odds on GG bet. Have we seen that before?
Do
Is
you
that
have
the first?
Who's the counter you on? Do they have Dota Plus or are they poor?
It used to be like 5 something with
Uh,
EVOS in the first game.
No,
but this one
Cyclops
is
does not have
even.
Dota Plus.
Cyclops, you don't have Dota Plus?
I know. I know.
Ah, we're not paying you enough, Cyclops. I guess that's the
I-
problem.
Pay me
I'm gonna
$3.
Does our observer have Data Plus?
I'm gonna purchase Dota Plus on your account.
$3.
No one
today.
has Dota Plus. Jesus.
Come on, Big
This
J.
is
What
a
are you doing with all
budget
that
op-
observer money,
I actually
man?
don't have Dota Plus either. So.
No, because we're too good for Data Plus.
Oh yeah, I don't need the tips. I don't need the in-game.
I'm-
tips.
I'm a play-by-play caster, man. I don't need
Exactly.
Dota Plus. I know everything about Dota,
Yeah, well
Do
then
you
tell
have
me
Dota
what.
Plus?
especially
Tell
all
me
the spell names.
Give me the projected win rate then, because that's what I was originally hoping
All
to
right,
get.
I would say that DeToNator has like a 98% chance to win this game.
I love where did these numbers come from? Your backside?
Where do the odds come
Where
from?
do the numbers come from on Dota Plus?
It's
That's-
calculated from legit
Machine
stats.
learning.
Exactly.
An
The
exactly.
neural
AI.
net. Open AI.
My brain's a machine.
uh-huh.
Your brain's a machine.
Everybody's brain is a machine.
Not necessarily. Ooh, Midnight
Not
Shadow.
yours.
That wasn't that great.
Ah, the king. The
I
king.
think the king woke up.
The king is pleased.
Oh my goodness.
So Chrono
Oh,
out
what is
onto
that?
the
Cold
Weaver.
Embrace,
There is a
whenever
cold
you want.
embrace, though. Yeah, they're just gonna focus onto the Wyvern, but he has the Glimmer Cape early on into the game, actually.
Oh, time lapse?
Time lapse gets off. The arrow misses. The nice save coming out from the Winter Wyvern on the Lina. I don't know if the Lina can survive this. The Zeus getting gone on the back lines. The Nyx Assassin
Oh, what an
trying to kill
LSA.
him. The LSA connects, but it doesn't really matter. Just the Lina ends up dying, although the Weaver's getting chased by the Void. Terrorblade comes in from the back line. Big Demon. Not Jimmy, but
Oh, gets hit by the arrow.
he's just as angry.
Oh,
He's
look at
gonna
the
sunder
Hit by
ancient.
the
Illusion.
arrow. The
Sunder
Ancient's
the
beating
illusion.
his ass.
Wait, does he
Void.
have Sunder?
He has
Hits
Sunder.
himself. Sam H uses the... Oh, it doesn't leap back the damage. Not too much of it because of
Oh, Avile could go for the
Super
Terrorblade
earn.
if he gets the vision. There's a ward in the
the...
jungle.
Void
yeah,
dies.
right, Spirit
Sam
Vessel.
H.
Avile?
Sam H does not have
He's
time
dying
lapse.
to
He
DOT.
is dying to the DOT.
Oh, there we go. Backlines. Avile
Oh, on the
cuts off
backlines.
Terrorblade.
That's a huge kill. Avila is huge with this Marana because he went for the Dragonlance. He actually ended up continuing farming, and he has the Maelstrom now.
He wasn't farming. He just stuck around because he knew Terrorblade was going to go back.
No, I mean he had he got farm in this game because he
Ah.
didn't build this support item.
Yules.
I'm gonna be harping on that one for days.
Wait, so
Nice.
he's completed his Maelstrom, right?
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
He's
Okay.
got the
Maelstrom's
Maelstrom. He's the highest farmed
Highest farm.
hero.
Well, he killed that Terrorblade, so that definitely helps.
Every single core on EVOS except for Zeus now because Lena's sitting creeps.
Oh, Zeus
Looking
gonna
good.
get-
Zeus is getting a free
Dude,
kill. Well, there we
Facehugger-
go. Top 3.
Freaking Facehugger
Wow.
not dying at the beginning of that fight. He TP'd back to
Wow.
base. That was so immense value because then he came back to that shrine, finished off 2 more kills, and now got a 3rd kill. So
On the
effectively a
bot
team
lane,
wipe.
Weaver being
H?
very, very aggressive, has the time lapse. He's quite tanky with those power treads. They are
He's
using
taunting.
a lot of time on him. That's why he's taunting. Honestly, he's doing a really good job defending this tower.
Yeah.
This siege wave is potentially dying from this, although Miranda says, okay, guys, let's keep the siege wave alive.
He's going to run into Facehugger. Okay, he's safe.
Oh, Facehugger has the Nimbus now. That's a big deal. That is a complete game changer. This hero becomes so much stronger when he picks up the Nimbus. I mean, it very literally gives him another spell.
Just throw it into the Chrono, you're good.
Yeah, it
Near
does,
the Chrono.
it does so much damage.
And when you have free time, just push the lane with the Nimbus.
Yep, this
I
is
always do
one of
that.
those. This is one of those games where you can go for the 15% cooldown reduction, and that's going to allow you to do a lot of damage because you don't need the disable. You have the Chronosphere. You just want the cooldown reduction because it makes it so it hits more. The little Nimbus does the lightning bolt more, and then you can use it more often too. So you can push out waves just like Xyclopzz mentioned. Super legit. Sam H farming these ancients where he has died like 3 or 4 times. He loves this spot. Standing on a sentry.
Yeah.
Casually.
Wait. How many Sentry Wars are there on the map right now?
Not many.
1,
What is
2,
going
3,
on?
4,
I
5.
think everyone.
People are letting their tier 1 towers die. They're not bathing the map in Sentry Wars. I feel like I'm watching a completely different tournament now.
I mean, it's
Then again, DeToNator beat Clutch, so
Yeah.
maybe
maybe the strat
Yeah,
is
we
not to
were
buy
counting our
sentries.
eggs before they hatched, I think.
I think so too.
Oh, that's
Smoke
scan.
comes out and the Mirana ulti, so they're moving very, very quickly. Can they find anybody? Going up to the high ground, the Chrono comes out onto the Nyx Assassin. They pick him off, but as a result, they lose their Zeus. I don't think you fight this if your Zeus dies. The Terrorblade blowing up the Venge.
I don't think you have a choice.
That was
Void
an
getting
interesting
chased
choice.
down. He is using the Shrine, but you have a Weaver with the Spirit Vessel.
He's
He's just
time
going to keep
dilated.
chasing. Okay, he has the Manta style. Convenient pickup coming on the Courier.
That was an interesting choice. They decided to solo Chrono a Nyx that was on the sidelines,
Yeah,
leaving the rest of their team exposed.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
even used the Nimbus for it too. and
Exactly.
You're just getting a free Roshan now because you have the Weaver, so you're going to throw the bugs, presumably, when those are off cooldown.
Although
They are.
Jakira is doing a pretty good job at keeping them out of the pit. The Jakira ult always going to be legit when it comes to defending that Rosh.
Yeah, that's true. With Zeus being dead for 20 seconds, maybe you make a play. I guess the play is just to farm out the rest of this meta, and maybe when the next meta comes up, you take a look and see if you can find something else.
Gonna have to. I mean, they can't really go into the pit now that Zeus is respawning.
Oh yeah, you don't.
Game's
wanna fight around.
always hard. Oh, Sandra
Whitemon has massive Dragon Balls. God
No,
damn.
You're not wearing your Goku hair anymore. I don't know if you can say that.
Logic. Zeus ult comes out just to scout.
Nice vision.
They see that they're split 3-2, so either of these two groups can be vulnerable right now. They're running for the bot.
Ah, she still got it.
Oh.
Well, that's a bit of a waste of that ulti, but also a bit of waste of the Nimbus.
Doesn't really matter though. The Winter's Curse on cooldown now for a minute. Not like they really needed it anyway. But if anything, though, I have to say that DeToNator's doing a pretty good job at drawing out this game, just getting more and more farm on their cores, whereas the longer this game goes,
Oh, they're going for Roche, actually.
EVOS are going to struggle the bigger and badder the Terrorblade and the Lina get, because these guys naturally hit hard, and Terrorblade is a naturally tanky hero with every item that he gets. I mean,
Yeah.
Zeus is not too bad when it comes to cutting into these fat heroes, but the rest of his team, I mean, their damage, a bit questionable.
Yeah,
He's not bad before
Especially
the
when
BKBs
yeah,
come out.
the BKB is gonna be the huge timing. When they have that 10-second BKB, it's like almost impossible for EVOS to fight.
What I'm
got
hoping
Chrono,
is that the
Yeah, that's true.
DeToNator squad, the DeToNator cores stagger their BKB purchases. Like, I don't want Lina and Terrorblade to get them at the exact same
Oh,
time.
Chronosphere comes out on the bot lane. That's
For
a
Wyvern?
pretty free pickoff. Other than the fact that you spent the Chrono, I mean, you probably could just kill him without it. I mean, it's just a Wyvern. I think you look to fight right now.
Yeah,
if
you
you're
got
a DeToNator.
Aegis.
Sam H.
Oh,
is
Sam H.
definitely. Well, that was a nice swap into the
Time
ice
lapse?
wall.
Oh.
No, I already
Okay.
used it.
Oh.
That was a really nice play. She walks into the ice wall and then swaps right into it.
Suppose Sam H's job there was to just create space, force them to chase him, and buy time for his team. But you know, if you're
Yeah, I
gonna
guess
die
so.
for that too, it's a bit.
Yeah, I
Bit
mean, especially
worrying.
when that's like the time where you kind of want to fight because they use the Chrono, so you know that you can fight and you're not going to get Chronosphere.
Yeah. BKB's almost done on Ben-Hur. So once that goes up, that might just be a bit of a turning point. He's got Aegis, I suppose, so he could technically fight if he really wanted to now, but ideally you don't want
There's
to.
the
Wyvern,
meta. They do have the meta.
they do have meta, but ideally you'd still want to wait for the BKB. Defensive item.
Whitemon in a very precarious position, although his team backs him up now. Arrow comes out.
Nice.
Doesn't land on anyone.
Looks like they're not going to really defend the tower here. They don't necessarily have the most efficient heroes when it comes to defending a tower. But then again, I'm surprised EVOS have just sort of toned down on their aggressiveness. They really falling back into this sort of passive momentum, and it's very worrying because they did so well early. You would think that they would use that opening to start crippling DeToNator and take control of the map, but look at where DeToNator is. They're all over the place. They're not scared.
I think without the chrono, you definitely want to chill out.
Without the chrono and you're fighting into an Aegis.
Yeah,
But this is not the ideal situation that you want to be in, because this suddenly shows DeToNator that your team is too ulti dependent. Without your ultimates, you guys can't do anything.
Smoke immediately broke by the...
She was just warding.
Man, he was just warding.
Well, you got 155
What
gold
value?
for your void, I suppose.
What value?
And Chrono was just coming off cooldown. That's a shame.
BKB. Was that Terrorblade BKB? Because Terrorblades. Sorry, I just saw... Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Terrorblades.
he's
Oh, both BKBs are coming
career,
up.
yeah.
See, I don't like that. I usually like it when one core gets it first, and then he kind of causes a lot of confusion because they're like, oh, he just got a BKB. Now let's focus this other core. And then 2 fights later, the other core gets a 10-second BKB, and now your first 10-second BKB is now whittled down.
They might do that in the fight, though. They might use the first BKB or cause some
Yeah,
confusion
that's
for
true.
EVOS, and then they'll use the second one during the fight as well. So
Yeah.
we'll have to take a look right now because they are looking to gank. Let's see who gets
They
surprised.
look like they're trying to do a bit of a wrap around. Nice warding coming from the Dire here, though. This
Oh.
wraparound's actually going to get scouted.
Zeus could get cut out first.
Oh, man, if they find the Zeus. Oh, missed the stun. 2 stuns missed. 3 stuns missed. Big chrono onto 2, but
Curse.
there's
Where's
a
the
leap
curse?
into the chrono. Curse comes out. I don't know on who. Somebody in the chronosphere?
That's Void and Mirana.
Terrorblade looking like he's getting really low. If he dies with
There's a Sunder
without
at.
using the Sunder, I mean, he doesn't have his meta now.
Why would he not Sunder on the first life?
BKB comes out on the Void. Double kill.
Oh, he's used his BKB already.
Oh, what a
DeToNator.
complete disaster.
That was crazy. That movement that they tried to make on the Zeus when they spotted him last minute was so bad. They all went in a little V formation to chase down the Zeus. 2 of them gets chrono, wasted most of Lena's BKB duration. She gets cut into the bushes. Terribly, I don't even know what happened to him, but by the time he dies, no meta, BKB has been used. That was awful.
That
That was the worst
the-
thing that can happen for BKBs.
the warding positioning from the Dire, like they had a ward on the high ground for pushing the tower, and then they had a ward to scout the backline wraparound. Like the warding was honestly so good. They saw every single thing that was going to happen before it did. As soon as that smoke broke,
Exactly.
it was actually unreal. And then you had the oh, wait a minute.
What?
Oh yeah, right. They were doing the wraparound on the Dire. The Dire was pushing.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I'm losing my
I don't
shit here.
see any
losing your marbles.
sentries.
The Radiant had no vision though going into that.
They didn't, but I don't see any sentries, so I think it was a bit like, sure, you don't expect Zeus to be able to blink that fast, especially whenever you think that you have the wraparound. If they were able to land the impale on Zeus, then I think that fight goes completely differently.
But just, again, it comes down
But
to
they
vision.
had no vision. Yeah, it's
It was
like so hard.
nighttime.
Right, but then why wouldn't you send out like an Invis Weaver or a Vendetta Nyx?
I guess because you'd probably expect a sentry to be placed, which they did have one. It just wasn't like on the back line with the Zeus.
Right.
Yeah. Well, at least they all
Charging down the
respawn.
mid lane.
So
Oh,
they've still got their BKBs. The only concern here is that if they get 2-man chronoed again and it wastes the BKB duration, I mean, you've got to be sweating now.
Yeah.
The only buybacks we've got available is Weaver and Jakiro. So everyone else is
Oh,
more or
look
less
out!
not there.
Look out for the Jakiro.
Ah.
He's coming in hot.
Although Terrorblade's about 80 gold away, so he'll have buyback in just a second.
Lena pushing the bot tower, double siege wave. They're gonna have to deal with that for sure. There's actually 2 waves pushing in for the Radiant. Sam H and
Do they know
Luciano
where Lena
doing
is?
a stellar job at pushing these lanes in, making it a big pain in the ass for EVOS.
I mean, they're doing a pretty good job. Both lanes are pushed
Mid
out.
lane, the Mirana ulti. Feels like this thing's permanently up, man.
Yeah.
Well, she's not 25 yet, is she?
No.
Okay, good.
Sam H throws out the bugs in the top lane. He's playing this smart, it would be very greedy to run in and try to Sakuchi the waves or right-click
Oh, middle lane.
mid lane. Lina uses the BKB. Venge probably pretty happy with that 'cause you're just forcing the Lina BKB. It's basically solo Venge. I mean, there's the Jakiro, but the Venge was like, super far ahead.
Yeah. Probably
They smoke up
panicking that there's
immediately.
someone coming in from behind as well.
They know there's no BKB. The Lina is in vision.
Oh,
If they just chrono him, he dies. I don't know if they want to waste chrono.
they don't even need
It
to.
just has no spells
Oh
available.
no, the impale dodged by the Yules.
Oh, hold on,
Nice.
wait.
Well, the
That
Leader's
might
Curse.
just
Zeus
kill
is just going to nuke
Lina.
him down.
Dude, I swear these Dire
On
Ancients
the
have
back line,
gotten...
Mirana kills the Nyx Assassin.
These Dire Ancients have gotten DeToNator killed like on 5 separate occasions.
yeah. It's like different groups of players too.
Yeah.
They're all
Yes.
learning like,
Well,
oh
she
no,
was
we shouldn't fight
farming
here.
the Ancients for
Guess
crying
what's
out loud.
happening, by the way? We're starting to see some sentry wards populating the
there we go.
Radiant
Yeah,
side.
that's
There we
good.
go.
That's good.
Just 3
That's the
though.
game-winning strat. So, mid lane, looking to potentially force the buybacks of Lina and Nyx Assassin.
Can I see
Dragon.
some net
Oh.
worth on this observer? Hit me with
Terrorblade's
that
looking.
Y.
Oh,
yeah.
Terrorblade bot with the Void chronoed.
Oh, Terrorblade gets chronoed by the Void.
Oh, bashes. Oh!
He gets a Sunder off. Wait,
You
you can't leap
bashed.
that? You
He's
can't
getting
leap that?
bashed.
Oh my god, is he? Who's gonna win this? I actually don't know!
Oh,
Oh my
That's
god.
super close.
I think if you're either of those players, you're like, oh, I shouldn't commit here. I have to. Like, you don't want to do it.
Oh god.
God damn. I didn't know if you... What happened? Like, he
Bashed.
sundered him, but then he time-walked, and then he didn't go to full HP. Like,
Was
what?
he at full HP before the Sunder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird then. Maybe it's
not-
because it gave back whatever Terrorblade's
Or did he
HP was.
sunder like an illusion or something?
No, it definitely sundered the. It definitely sundered the Void.
I don't know what happened. I'm just a play-by-play. This is so confusing for me.
It seems like Terrorblade got.
Oh my god, the king is awake.
Welcome back, King.
I've been watching all along.
You've been
but yeah.
watching with your eyes closed.
No, not my eye closed. I have seen the falls of Terrorblade so many times in the
Scouting
chronosphere.
out.
Okay,
the
wait.
faceless
I need to
Void?
hear. I need to hear something. You have seen the future, and
Why?
This
Never
dude does
mind.
not play enough Faceless Void. Vendetta on the courier, hell
Oh.
yeah.
oh.
No delivery.
Oh.
Is Void... Oh, right, I have to call this. Void jumps in. No, the Nyx
Oh.
TP's out. That was some nice space
Nice.
creation, to say the very least. I mean, I don't know if it matters that much.
Well, what
8K
was on the
gold lead.
courier? I have no
Mm.
A
idea.
lot of items.
Ah.
Let's see.
That's
Where's
all
the
that
C
matters.
button on this? How do I see the curve?
Uh,
What the hell?
I think these are on vanilla settings.
I didn't see what was on the courier. Oh,
It's okay.
Luciano
Maybe
on
our
the Lina,
observer can
scouting
check.
the
It
scouting
having
the
oh,
back lines,
BKB.
goes on the Jakiro. Stun comes out on the Weaver. Nice Yule's dodge on the Lina. Void coming in. He does have the
Oh.
chrono in 6 seconds. Can you bash the Lina? It doesn't matter. You have an ice path. But the
Oh,
Weaver
Aghanim's
also has
Time
an Aghanim Scepter. Just more
Oh.
HP that the Void can chunk through. Bashing is fun.
Bashes are OP.
He picks up some bounty runes, but on the
Mirana.
top lane, the other bug. picks
Raging
up-
Potato is just sitting in the corner of his life.
He's got a Blink Dagger.
Yeah. The Tinker Ward's helping out too, though. It's helping it out.
These are like significant pickups that the utility cores are picking up. So Blink Dagger on Wyvern and Aghanim Scepter on Weaver. That makes fights a lot easier
You
now.
know, there's a chance that Wyvern just comes in from the back, just does like the biggest surprise curse of his entire life.
Nah, dude,
Raging
he's
Potato.
creep cutting.
He's
Hell
creep-
yeah, dude, he
it's-
gets the double siege wave too. All right,
Oh.
guys, just kill this wave.
Zeus is coming back
Easier
though.
said than
Yo,
done.
Dire, fort your wave. Chrono comes out onto the Weaver. That is absolutely the hero that you need to hit because he's going to save anybody else that gets chronoed. He buys
Okay.
back. The Wyvern ends up dying to the Zeus. Your Zeus is not there. Maybe you just get out. That's 2 buybacks. The Lina probably has buyback. Let's just take that and we can go and Roche and all be happy. Terribly pushing in the top lane. Yeah, you definitely want to. Okay, just let him die. Let him die. He's dead.
Yeah.
That's fine. Just
Yeah.
let him die. Go push out the top lane. Let's all go Roche, guys. Okay, just chill. Sorry, Jakiro, you're a 5-roll man. You're used to this sort of thing. It's all fine.
Well, I guess it's okay. Took minimal losses, just the tower, not the Raxes. It's all good.
Trade two buybacks though. That's expensive.
Yeah, but they
Is
didn't
the
lose
Dire
their
really, or is the
Raxes.
Radiant really gonna look
Yeah,
to
still
Roche?
look good
They
for
still have
DeToNator.
meta. They want
There's-
to do something with this meta.
There's no chrono. There's no chrono. There's no Thunder God's
That's
Wrath.
Avenge. Oh my God, you might just die to the Zeus right now. Where's he at?
They don't have
There's a
section.
Void coming in. Void does not have Chrono, but he uses the BKB. He starts hitting the Terra Blade. Oh no, that's a huge demon that has a lot of armor. They kill the Zeus Nimbus. Okay, that's
They have
Curse is
detection?
up.
Curse is up indeed.
Oh, swap.
And that's
Whoa.
a swap out coming on the Lina. He's got a lot of HP though. The Zeus can't get in, getting zoned by the illusion.
Meta's
Mirana
down now, though.
pressing lots of buttons.
Yo, this homie's not gonna curse
including
anybody.
BKB. Didn't curse anybody.
It seems that Raging Potato is trying to get like either the perfect curse or he's trying to save someone.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way. And maybe he just is like, if we can't kill them here, then I at least want to discourage them from doing Roche.
Dude, if you're Dire,
Yeah.
you're so happy that that didn't go so much worse for you.
Yeah.
Because you like have no Chrono, you had one person dead, no Nimbus, like the Nimbus died.
So interesting choice here for the Void, not going for the AoE, but rather the 25% backtrack, and that's every Lina's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want. Does that work on Sunder? I have no idea. Probably not.
No, it doesn't. Sunder is not damaged, just a straight HP transfer.
Beaver throws the bugs. Thank you so much for those bugs and making Roche easier for us to take. Raging
Yeah, they're not
Potato
killing
does
it.
have the blink
They're just
dagger.
leaving it. Although Roche is killing it.
Hey
Roche
man,
is
the
like,
minus
"Get off."
armor.
It gives them vision though, so.
Are they gonna fight this? I mean, I feel like they have to, but they have no meta on the Terra
Oh,
Blade.
not stolen. Not stolen.
Well, they killed
Oh,
the
they
courier.
just
at
lost
least.
2 heroes for
Time
that.
to go up.
The Chrono
Okay.
comes out onto the Weaver. Once again, that's the hero you want to hit. I know
With
it's
no
just a Weaver.
buyback.
Maybe do some time left in the Chronosphere.
If only.
I wish it worked like that.
100
Terra Blade
seconds, no
pushes the
Weaver.
bot lane with his illusion.
Okay.
That's something. At least you got that going for
So
you.
after that, there are a couple of things that is happening right now. We've got an Ether Lens finished up on the Wyvern, meaning RR will be able to get some longer cast range. Terrorblade just finished up a Scotty, gets hit by an arrow.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Chris
This
Shambles.
may be game.
It's
No,
game. He
that's
just bought
that.
it out.
Well,
All right, guys.
How?
That was a good one. It's definitely over at this point.
Well, that was entertaining.
I love how everyone just dismisses the game.
slow clap.
Yep.
That's how I feel. Oh, Lina trying to.
You
trying
like the
to
game
do her-
reset?
I liked it because EVOS have beaten, yet again, what I
DeToNator.
consider to be the frontrunner. Yeah, DeToNator. So, and they beat it fair and square. It wasn't cheese. I thought that they would be forced to cheese it out. No, they played it with a very basic lineup. Zeus mid, you had a good mid lane matchup. You had a pretty suitable matchup for your safe lane, the Void versus the Weaver. Very effective with the constant time dilation early on. And
Is Winter Wyvern going to use the curse?
Ever?
Let's see.
dude, she has an Aether Lens. She better use it.
But they're not
Blink
grouped
Aether.
up. Come on.
The-
not
the,
grouped
the
up.
positioning on EVOS is so good right now. It's like
Oh,
impossible
what a stun.
to.
What a swap save.
Lena's using BKB.
See, like now, use it. Just get in there.
Just wait.
Get in there,
You might
coach.
get hit with the chrono. You gotta wait.
Kill the Rax! Suicide for the Rax! This is SCA, guys! Come on!
Look how low Avile is. Just
All
curse him for a
right.
setup.
They're
Okay,
just,
Void's
they're just
coming.
suiciding for the Rax. Chronosphere up in 10 seconds. Void jumps in,
When-
uses BKB. They
Oh.
blow up the Lina.
There we go.
Winter Wyvern uses the curse,
All
kills
right.
the Mirana. At least
All right.
he
With
took
Aegis.
the Aegis. That's something.
Terrorblade
Lina buys
back.
back. Terrorblade is in. He has his Scotty, so he's doing a lot of slowing through this BKB. Mirana just focuses the bug. Void comes in with the four-man
four-man
chrono.
chrono.
Oh my god, that is that.
A GG.
Well, call it.
This
All
was the
right.
game you should have done your
What?
thing.
What's the,
No. It's just
Cyclops is scared of losing again.
you didn't make it to create the only game that your team, your boys, they won.
no. It's actually like I've seen this from the start. Sometimes you gotta go for something kind of maybe a cheesy, a risky, whatever. You know. We have seen so many teams that are underdog and going for something risky, ultimate, like what's it called, the Magnus. And I think Void is the same case. And I think that the thing that won them the game is their last pick. Even though when we were talking about that, hey, which one, how you gonna kill this one, that, and then when the last pick comes out as a zoo, it's just like when you play a poker and the last card just turn everything around.
The biggest opportunity that I saw where it could have been a turnaround for DeToNator was that gank where they were trying to backstab in that top lane. If they caught the Zeus, I think that game would have been completely different.
Yeah,
But they got
I agree.
bamboozled.
I think
I mean-
you want in every fight to go on the Zeus first. I feel like with this hero, if you die, I don't know, 5 or 6 times, you just lose the game. Like if it's in important fights, maybe not in the early game. You know, it's not like a Tinker where if you die a couple of times, like you can die on Zeus in the early game, come back with some kills. But in the late game, if you die in fights, your team loses the fight. You instantly have to get out on every single hero because let's look at the damage that Zeus did. So he did 36,000 damage. Like this hero just pumps out damage like no other hero.
Scroll right for me, Obs.
It's right at the
on the
36,000.
Right? Ah, there we go.
Yeah, this hero just does so much damage. And then remember, this is like if you look at the GPM of Void, 705, and he did 23,000 damage. So it's like this hero is way more farmed than the Zeus, and still just doesn't do anywhere near as much damage. The Void had a really good game. It's just this hero is so goddamn important for team fighting. It's absolutely insane if you can end up picking him off. So yeah, like I agree. If they, I mean that fight went like 4 for 0 or something like that, right?
Which one? The top lane?
The top lane fight,
the
yeah.
Weaver's the only one who survived. I think one hero may have died.
And then like that was when they gained the gold advantage too. And then after that, I mean, you're dealing with the.
It wasn't even just the gold advantage. That was the BKB reveals.
Yeah.
Those were 10-second BKBs they wasted. So we got an interview with Avil.
Right.
Nice one.
Hello.
Hello.
It's
Yeah.
Amarana.
Hello.
Nice game.
Yes.
Wait. I got the first
Thank
question.
you.
How do you pronounce your handle?
What? My handle? My
Yeah.
nickname?
Your nickname? How do you pronounce
Avil.
it? Avil?
Avil.
Okay.
Avil.
Yes, Avil.
Who's been saying Avile? What do you guys?
We weren't sure.
You've
She's
been
been
saying
saying
Avila.
it.
Ah, wait.
wrong.
No. There's another one we need to ask. How do we pronounce your vengeful spirit's name?
Oh yeah, we've been saying like Flyku and stuff like that.
Okay, I will ask my friend.
He doesn't even know himself.
How to spell play 2? Pronounce play 2.
Is it Blaichu?
It's play 2.
Blade 2?
Yes,
No,
it's play 2 like
the
hotel
C
play
is
2.
ch.
Play 2.
Blaichu.
Blaichu.
Oh,
Blade
okay.
two.
Okay.
Play
Okay.
2.
Okay, we're getting into
Okay.
the deep questions, the dark questions. All right, congratulations on the
Okay.
game, but I actually have a question completely unrelated to the game. How did you meet your
Oh, okay, I
teammates?
think it's fine. What?
How did you meet your teammates? Where did you meet?
I've been with this team like for 3 years.
3 years?
Yes, 3 years. Like me, Fly2, and Illogic, we've been in this team for 3 years, and then Facehugger come like last year, and the new one, Whitemon, the Super 5 is like almost 6 months, 5 to 6 months, but yeah, it's just friendship from three, the main 3, like me, Fly2, and Illogic, and then the 2 others come this lately.
And did you meet in pubs?
We met. No. We met in the local tournament.
Oh, cool.
Ah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, that's
met
sick.
the tournament, and we were rival. We were rival in tournament, but we found out that if we together, we're gonna be a good team. So from rival to teammate.
Yeah, you guys are looking really good. I mean, DeToNator, they haven't lost a game until this point, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
accurate. So were you guys intimidated by that? Because initially, we were underrating your skill quite a bit, and we were thinking that, okay, if EVOS is going to beat DeToNator, they're going to have to go for some sort of cheesy strat like a Huskar or a Broodmother or something like that. But you did something very simple. You know, it was just objective team fight stuff. Chronosphere, Zeus, that sort of basic thing that no team should really get taken surprise by. But you executed it really well. So it was, were you skeptical that you would be able to pull it off, or you were like, as long as we play a clean game, we should win?
No, actually we play a lot in the last pick because it just example for the last game we pick Zeus for the last game because there's a Lina, Weaver, Winter, and Terrorblade.
Hey, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's
But-
so sick against those heroes.
Against Zeus, so we really play around our last pick. So our 4 pick, it's like we can put like Mirror Knight mid, like it's like flexible pick. But yeah, we're playing around our last pick.
That's great.
And what was the? Do you remember what the last pick was for their game 1? Because I don't remember your last pick for game 1 being nearly as effective as the Zeus was in this game 2.
I also forgot. What's our last pick in the first
It
game?
was Oh,
it's a brew.
Brewmaster,
Yeah,
yeah.
Brewmaster, yeah, okay.
Brewmaster.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we
it's
were
Brewmaster,
expecting
I
a
said.
mid hero or something like that, but yeah, you end up going for Brewmaster.
Yeah, we are like planning all time, and our GC hero is like Bennett, like Brood on our Huskar is Bennett. Yeah, it's really bad. Not that bad, but we not execute it well. So we like they snowball us so bad.
Yeah, well, it's good to see that you guys don't get shaken up because that game one was also a very rough
Yes.
game to watch. So
Yeah, it's very
I-
rough game. They
okay.
snowball us so bad.
Good job, man. Yeah, compliment.
No, thank you.
Thanks.
All right then. Well, we look forward to seeing the rest of you in the tournament, and best of luck moving forward.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Is Avil from EVOS
Now we
Esports.
know how to say their
Avil
names. And of
Vlychu.
Vlychu.
And
It's an
they
interesting
so,
one.
so no one's undefeated in this tournament yet. Granted, we
No.
have not seen 2 or 3 teams. We haven't seen
Tigers.
Tigers. We
played.
haven't seen Sterling
We'll get to see
G
next.
Dragons.
Yes, Sterling Global Dragons.
Right.
And then I think that's everyone else. Oh,
Okay.
Sterling Global Dragons. Yeah, we've seen everyone else play pretty much.
That was a great series. End up with a draw, 1-1. Yeah, so many things happened on that series. And well, we still have one last match for you guys. And right now, we're just gonna go take a break. And after that, will be role swap and take a look at who is going to get which role and which team is going to win the last match of the day. See you around soon. 5 minutes, maybe 10.